Welcome to Los Angeles. Welcome to the Rizzo Run Club podcast. The 5 a.m. crew, founder, Omar Covarrubias. What is up, running family? Welcome to the Rizzo Run Club podcast. My name is Rizzo. I run all over LA County, the nation, and the world. You can follow all my ventures at rizzo.runs. I am also an LA Marathon ambassador. So if you're looking for a discount code for the 2026 LA Marathon, you can send me a DM and I'll be happy to share that with you. They don't want me to put it on any screens here. They want me to only send DMs. So send me a DM and I promise I'll get back to you with that discount code for 2026. This podcast is dedicated to the LA running community. It's dedicated to the running community in general across the nation. Met so many amazing people this past year doing my podcast who have said they have tuned in and watched the show. And this podcast was made just to show the voices of the community in hopes that it inspires you to lace up, take your first run, or perhaps lace up and go for your first half marathon, 5K, 10K, whatever it is. So with that, my guest today is, he's an amazing community leader. He has a hiking crew here in Los Angeles, and I'm going to let him tell his story, but this is my friend Omar from the 5 a.m. crew. Welcome to the Rizzo Run Club podcast.
Thank you, Rizzo. It's great to be here, bro. I love this place. This is an incredible day. I'm happy. I'm wide awake. I just came back from a hike. Not going to lie, bro. It's Saturday morning, and we just came down. We started at 5 a.m. We were back down by about 7:30. We had about a beautiful crowd of I want to say about 70 people. That joined us.
73. I saw your post.
73. Thank you. Okay, I forget sometimes. I have so many hikes all week, so I forget the numbers sometimes. Thank you for checking in on that. Yeah, and I always post, like you said, I always post on Instagram within an hour or two after, because then I'll get bombarded. Hey, where's the picture? Where's the story? So today we had a really beautiful hike, and we had some breakfast, and I decided to come straight after. Stop by my house real quick, and that's why I look all tirado right now. All right, but so just so we're clear, I am the founder of the 5 a.m. crew, and I've been doing it almost 2.5 years, consistently 3 times a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays. We meet at 5. We're back down by 7:30, and my whole purpose of doing all this is to get people up before the sun rises, to connect with each other, to get to know one another, to find other hikers, other people that are like-minded, to watch sunrises, to get free parking, because Griffith Park is free parking, and to create a community of people that just love getting up in the morning and watching the sunrise, going for hikes, and connecting with each other. That's it. That's literally all I tell people. This is my invitation every single time that we get together, and to show up prepared for themselves, of course. Make sure that they're there with the right intention in mind. Right. And I always tell people, we're not selling Herbalife. We're not praying before the hike. We're not talking politics. We're literally here to hike, get to know each other individually, and just hang out with each other. And you may make a friend. I always tell people, you might meet your next business partner. You might meet your next life partner. You might meet your next friend. Or, if you're a solo hiker, you might meet your next group of other hikers that love getting together and watching and pushing each other's limits. Yeah.
You're like the perfect guest. You went through it all. I think we're done.
Thank you. I think we're done. That's perfect.
Thank you for watching.
This is a wonderful podcast, brother. I look forward to doing this again next year after the next LA Marathon.
Thank you. See you on the next one.
Thank you. The ambulance is here to pick me up, too. I don't know who's going to capture that, but there's an ambulance happening right now.
A little bit.
All right, cool. Fire truck and everything.
Thank you for that introduction. I mean, you're right on the money, and we're going to dive into that completely. And, the funny thing is, most of the time, all my guests here have been related to running, right? They've been running club leaders, running coaches, runners of marathons. You're the first person that I brought on, not necessarily from a running club, you know? And this running community here in Los Angeles, you're in a sense in a different realm, kind of like it's a hiking. But The reason why you are here today is because you are running LA Marathon.
I am. Yeah, no, I am running. I am running the LA Marathon. Wait, did you not know this?
No. I kind of knew that, but I was just joking.
Okay, cool. I actually am running.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, thank you. Okay,
Yeah.
just to clear it up.
Yes.
I did. Okay, so since I started the group, it's based out of my declarations because that's the only way that I create results for myself.
Okay.
Right. So when I started the group, I did it with the intention of.
Wait, real quick. When you start the group, what year?
2023.
2023.
February 2023. Okay. I had made a declaration to myself, right? I literally wrote it down and I said, I would love to have 24 hikers join me at 5 a.m. Every Saturday. That was my intention the entire time. It was a declaration I made, right? So I wrote it down, set it up, and I had to create like a weekly spreadsheet of how many people do I have to call in order to get to show up to go to the hike every time to make this happen, right? So the first few people that showed up said, hey, I love this. Can you do it on Tuesday? And I was like, sure. If you show up, I'll be here. So then they showed up on Tuesday. And then the next group, then somebody there said, can you do it Thursday? And I was like, yes, but if you're here, I will be here.
Right.
So I was like, all right, for 6 months, I'm going to show up 3 times a week at 5 a.m. And that was what it took for me to make it so that 24 people could show up every Saturday.
Wow.
So it was based out of a declaration that I made. I said, 24 people. In order to do that, I have to do the math. I have to show up consistently, show up prepared, show up on time. And that's what created the 5 a.m. crew dynamic.
That's
right?
amazing.
So my new declaration a few months ago, after having cheered for several of our 5 a.m. crew people that ran the marathon, I made a declaration, 100 runners by the LA Marathon. Right now, we're up to like 40.
100 runners from the 5 a.m. crew.
From the 5 a.m. crew.
That are committing to
the LA Marathon.
Wow.
So we're up to 40 people right now. My declaration is 100. So we're going to have 100 5 a.m. crew members with the shirts ready to run. We're going to start the same training that you guys are.
Sure.
Like, we're literally going to, I'm going to send them to different run clubs and get to know all over the city to push themselves, motivate themselves to do the LA Marathon because I love like motivating others to do things. That's always been my thing. I just love motivating people. Let's all go do this.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah.
Now I know why I brought you on. I mean.
Thank you. I have no idea what I'm doing, by the way, just so we're clear. I've never ran a marathon, and I tell people from the start, like, I've never ran a marathon. When I first started, I never hiked like this before, but I learned from people that I watch, that I listen to. I ask questions. I'm not always right, but I will send you to a place where I know you could get the right answers.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
If you take 100 of your crew to LA Marathon, that is amazing. You'll be one of the biggest clubs with the most members going into LA Marathon.
Are you serious?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, yes, there are some that are pushing 150, but most are just right under 100. I mean, you'll create something real special.
Oh, thank you.
And that's why I was saying, like, the reason why you are here is because this past year, LA Marathon season last year, 2025, I'd go to different run clubs for LA Marathon, as an ambassador promoting LA Marathon. And I met so many amazing people. And you know how many people I met all over LA County that said, I just started running. I came from the 5 a.m. crew. And I'm like, what's the 5 a.m. crew? And then I started to look into your, what you were doing. You and I became friends on Instagram, and it was just like, wow, this guy is creating community. It's no different from what I've been trying to do, create this community of movement, right? To inspire people to move. And through movement is when, things in your life change, right?
Yeah.
And I was just so inspired by everything you did last year and that you continue to do. I still watch your stuff. You go live all the time. I love that. When I have a moment to watch it, I watch. You always say hi, by the way, so thank you for that. And it's just been amazing to see all the people that you have inspired to go beyond the hiking shoe into the running shoe and tackle the marathon. So I just want to say on behalf of, LA Marathon and all the running community and the community in general, what you have done is amazing. So thank you,
Yeah, my pleasure.
Yeah,
my pleasure. That's really nice to say.
Yeah. I've been practicing that.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good speech. Thank you.
But I mean, so, you've inspired now, you've made this declaration, you're going to take 100 people. And that's just like mind blowing. That's like exactly what, what we're trying to do is just inspire runners, inspire the community to get out there and go. And now you're not only have made this declaration that I'm going to take 100 runners to LA Marathon, now you've challenged yourself to run your very first marathon.
Yeah, I think the most I've run is 4 miles. That's as far as I've ever gotten.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing. Honestly, I don't know what I got myself into, but that's just kind of how it works sometimes when we get started in things.
Yeah.
You don't have to know, but you just, I don't have to know. I just got to ask the right questions.
Right.
I need to show up. Really, just half of the game is just showing up.
Yeah.
And showing up prepared with the right gear, with the right clothing, drinking water, all the preparation that it takes to be able to make it happen. And then pushing past the limits, like that difficulty of like, I can't believe, like, I'm looking forward to making it at the end and cheering for myself. Yeah. Right. And then looking back and just high-fiving other people and being in that mix of, like, we all get to push past our own limits. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I really am. Like, that's why when you told me about this podcast, I was like, oh, cool. I could talk about my running journey that I have not started yet.
Right.
Then and back to the whole, like, running, hiking. We also do bike rides, right? Like we've done 5 so far. We do 30 milers. It's not like marathons, but we love the whole idea of get out and do something different. Right. I've met so many community leaders as well, not just running, but also like I didn't realize how many hiking groups there are in LA. There's the 213 hikers. I met Carlos Baruzzi, who's a big like hiking enthusiast. He's been doing it for years. Yeah. I've met other groups like Vamos hiking crew who are fantastic. They do these difficult hikes. Their lead is Luis, and he does a phenomenal job of organizing these trips to like volcanoes in Mexico. Wow. They just did Peru. I met another group like Toda Madre Hikers, right? And they do these like insane hikes, bro, with like helmets. They go through caves and if you look through their Instagram, they trip me out, bro. Yeah. And a lot of them are very exclusive. Others are open to the public. Yeah. This experience, I've met people that are like-minded, like myself. Sure. Right. And then everybody has a different intention in mind, but at the end of the day, we just like gathering people to do stuff. Yeah. Right? Yeah.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah. You were talking about the bike ride. I also noticed that the way you've created the community as well is, I noticed you have like a theme, like Papusa Tuesdays or Quesadilla Thursdays or something like that. Right, or you guys even do like a movie night in Griffith Park, right?
We did, yeah.
That's...
I don't know who follows us, right? Like, we just get random people that are like, I don't like hiking. And I go, great, we're doing a bike ride in 2 months. Join us. Like, show up prepared, show up on time. Yeah. And here's the information. Don't ask me any questions because it's all right here, right? Yeah. Pupusa Tuesdays. So, like, after everything that we do, when we're done, everybody's looking around like, what are we doing now? And I'm like, well, I'm going home. Right. Well, let's go get some coffee. All right, let's all go to Porto's in Glendale. Yeah. Like, let's hang out for an hour and just talk. And I realized the beauty in the breaking bread, right? Surrounded in a table with all the people that you struggled with whatever you did. That conversation alone is like worth more money than gold, right? Because you get to really connect with them on a deeper level, right? Sure, and the coffee and the food, it brings you together, and that I always feel like that's what creates community, right? So every single time we have an event, people are always looking like, where are we eating? Where are we having coffee? So one day I said, this is getting expensive, right?
Yeah, right.
I was like, $30, $26. I said, if everybody gives me $5, I'm gonna make some quesadillas in the parking lot, right? We'll get the grill, we'll set it up. And, don't worry about it, right? And then somebody was like, oh, I'll bring coffee. So, all right, well, they brought coffee. Somebody said, I'll bring a pastry. All right, great. So this Tuesday, I think it was our first one in November of 2024, last year. We had our first quesadilla Tuesday in the parking lot. We had 30 people, and we were there for like 45 minutes to an hour just chatting it up. We were cooking, making puspusas, and splitting coffee. Somebody brought salsa. And we decided, all right, every first Tuesday of the month, we'll have a quesadilla Tuesday. If you can donate to make it happen, that would be awesome. Yep. You don't have to, but it's much appreciated. And since then, everybody always, like every month, will give me $5, $10. Sure. Hey, this is for the pupusa days.
So cool.
But no, not pupusa. Sorry, quesadilla.
Quesadilla.
And then somebody said, I would like to make pupusas. So we did a pupusa one. And then somebody said, hey, can we make tortas? So we had a torta Tuesday. And after the tortas, I was like, okay, we're going back to quesadillas because this is way too much.
Right.
But we're sticking to quesadilla Tuesdays every first Tuesday of the month for that reason in mind.
Sure. And then the movie night, I mean, that was kind of cool.
I
saw you guys put up a big screen in Griffith Park, and it was pretty cool, right? We kept talking. We were supposed to do it last year, and it got canceled. I think it was during a fire that was happening. No, it was a night I had a comedy magic show. So I'm an entertainer. I do full time. I was supposed to do a movie night last year in the summertime, and I had to cancel it for a big show that I had. So I promised them we're gonna have a movie night. A year later, somebody said, you promised us a movie night. So I was like, all right, perfect. In 2 weeks, we're gonna have a movie night at the park. Join us. We had 30 people show up. We set up somebody let us borrow their screen, and then I had the projector, and then somebody brought their wireless their battery. Yeah.
We plugged it in, and people brought popcorn. We set up the blankets on the park, and we literally just did it guerrilla style. And we ended up watching The Sandlot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Up until I want to say the last 5 minutes, the battery died, so we couldn't see The Sandlot on the screen. We just heard it on my tablet, and people still loved it.
Of course. It's community. It's just being together, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Do you ever sit back these days and just think to yourself, how did this all happen? I mean,
all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. I literally sat up there for a minute, and I heard all the chatter and people excited about hanging out, like all these strangers that didn't know each other. And I always trip out on just how much they like hanging out with each other. Like I get emotional sometimes, to be quite honest.
Of course.
But it's a beautiful thing to see that. And I keep thinking in my head, every 6 months, I make a declaration to myself. I'm going to do this for 6 months, and then I'll stop. or I'll regroup and see where I'm at.
Yeah.
And then after the 6 months is over, I see the results, and I'll say, okay, I'll do this for another 6 months, and then I'll regroup. And I keep doing that. I don't tell anybody, but I do it for myself.
Sure.
Because it's tiring, right? But then I see those results, and it makes it so worth it. Yeah.
It's tiring, yeah.
It can be.
It can be.
I imagine other leads for any other community
Yes.
feel the same.
Yes,
You know, am I
completely.
doing something wrong? What am I doing right? What can I better? What can I make better? Am I overdoing it? Am I staying true to my intention
Or
from
just
the beginning?
the weekly commitment is just so much. I mean, of course, it's gratifying and it's amazing. I saw your post today. You were in the back, and it's just beautiful, you know? And those moments make it all worth it, right?
Yeah, they really do.
Yeah.
We had 2 people celebrate their 1-year anniversary.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Derek and Angela.
Yeah. Derek from Soul Chasers?
Yeah, Derek, yes. He showed up.
That's amazing.
And he led from the front
Yes.
that day. He literally took the radio.
Yeah.
And then Angela, who she's hiked these phenomenal hikes, and she's led other hikes with the women in our crew.
Yeah.
They've done San Bernardino Peak. She's led that's right. She helped out with doing Mount Baden Powell. These are all next level elevated hikes, and it's good to see that people feel like they wear it like a badge of honor.
Sure.
To be part of the crew,
Yeah.
being part of the connection,
Yeah.
and being consistently there for each other.
And I would imagine now a lot of these members that have been hiking with you, they are now family to you, to each other, right? It's just incredible, right?
Yeah. They're always posting on the group chats their wins. They're literally sometimes just sharing where they're at. I'm having dinner with my kids, and then you see the thing, and there's always notifications on my phone. I got 20 different chats.
Yeah. Of course, yeah. You know, the first time that I heard of the 5 a.m. crew, it was from Michelle, and I just never seen so much light in a person like Michelle about running and about movement, and she told me all about the 5 a.m. crew, and it was just amazing, you know. And now, you know, they went out and created Soul Chasers, you know, from your group.
Yeah.
And to go out to the Rose Bowl with Derek, we were there around LA marathon time. And even like Derek carries the radios much like you do, because safety is one of the biggest things for your hikes. Is you guys have radios, you have a sweeper, some in the front, and Derek has his radio. You know, you like set that tone for his group, that it's all about safety. And I think when people show up to run clubs like that, that knowing that they're not going to get left behind, especially hiking, you're not going to get left behind. It just serves such a big, trust, with the members. And so it's really great that you guys do that. Yeah, it's so cool.
And we do that for everything.
Yeah.
Bike rides, runs, hikes.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
I could tell. Okay, fine. I'll tell you what happened. It all comes from moments that I've had in the hike where incidents happen.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know if it happens in the running community, but there's always people that show up unprepared.
Yep.
Right.
Always.
And they pass out.
Yep.
They get dizzy.
Yep.
And because it's all community based, it's free. Like anybody can join these things, and you end up, even though you're not responsible, you feel responsible, right? And I realized I got to invest in communication with each other. I always tell people from the very beginning, you are responsible for yourself at any event that you show up to, because nobody's making money off of you guys.
Right.
But this is community based. We will try our best to watch out for each other. But there was a person that showed up unprepared, didn't know that there was an extreme incline. And I realized I get to communicate this every single time from the very beginning. And as I continue to do this, we had the radios, and I was very, the sweeper is going to do what they can to keep up with you. But if you're too slow, I'm letting you know in advance, this is not a beginner's hike.
Yeah.
If you have a beginner's pace, I recommend for you to not join us today, so that it doesn't shock you when you get to the top, or you push past your limit all the way to the top and never come back to this ever again.
Of course.
And it's just like running too, right?
Same.
So when Derek told me he started the run club, right, with Soul Chasers, he said, I'm emulating the things that you do. I've learned a lot from the way you handle it, and I love it. And when I went to his first run, I was so proud of the way he handled things. He's such a professional. He was so good at gathering everybody in a circle, doing the high fives, and letting them know we look out for each other, but we also show up for ourselves.
Yeah.
And I remember him saying that the first time, and I was so proud.
Yeah.
I love this kid. He's so good with people. And we literally had breakfast today, and he was telling me that it's been because of what he learned at the 5 a.m. crew, and that he was showing me a picture of himself when he first started a year ago to what he did now. And I thought, wow, that's incredible. To have that blueprint left behind and people to follow it made me proud. And like I said before, so I don't know what I'm doing sometimes, but I do go home and I think, how do I make this better? How do I learn from this experience? I don't ever want somebody to get hurt. I want them to come back and feel like they're always welcome.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And so you've been featured in LA Times, Newsweek. I mean, there is a little list here. It's amazing. You had this incident with the dog, right? The German Shepherd. And then that's kind of what, got a lot of attention. You guys carried the dog down. Is that correct?
Yeah, hiker. Yeah, hiker. It was a German Shepherd.
Yes.
It was back in summer of August 2025. It was maybe about a group of 30. We were up there. We were high-fiving each other. And I was the sweeper that day, so I didn't realize what was happening until I got up there. And everybody said, there's this dog just whimpering. Looks like he's sad right here at the top of the summit. No collar, no, nothing.
Yeah.
Right? And everybody was confused. What do we do? And I always felt this energy towards me, right? Everybody's like, what do we do? And I couldn't just stand there and do nothing. So I said, let's take a quick group picture. Give me a second and think. All right, I took the group picture. Did he have a bowl? I started asking questions, and several people said he's been up here for 30 minutes. Nobody's done anything.
Yeah.
I don't think he belongs to anybody that's up here.
Yeah.
The sun was coming out because we had started in the dark. So by the time we made a decision, I said, well, I'll tell you what, let's get him down to the bottom and then drop him off at the ranger station. Maybe somebody can help him out there.
Sure.
Right? And we were trying to put a leash on him, but nobody had a leash. So we figured out something with a belt, and he he wouldn't get near us for some reason. And one of our guys, one of our crewmates, Daniel picks him up and he's bringing him down and he's putting him over his shoulder. Now, Daniel, I don't know if you know this, but Daniel is strong, bro.
Yeah.
He's like, he's not the tallest guy in the world, but he's strong,
Yeah.
bro. Like, I've seen him. This dog is heavy. He picks him up over his shoulder. He's carrying him down. And then he brings this tarp with him all the time so we could put it on the floor so we could do push-ups. Because we always do 40 push-ups at the top.
That's right, yeah.
And somebody says, hey, bring the tarp out, fold it in quarters, and then we'll lay him down on top and we'll bring him down.
Yeah.
So we do that. And all the way down, we hike back down 3 miles. And as we're doing that, I realize, what if I go live on Instagram and see if anybody recognizes him? Because the algorithm usually picks up stuff that we do at Griffith Park anyway. So I go live, and as I'm explaining this story to people and I'm explaining what happened, abandoned dog, German Shepherd, I get off going live, and by the time I make it to the parking lot, one of our regulars that wasn't there today knew somebody in the news, and within an hour, the story was already on Fox News, Fox 11 News, like abandoned dog found at at Griffith Park, found by the 5 a.m. crew. And then within another hour, Newsweek sent me a message and said, hey, can we repost? And then the San Francisco Bee sent me a message the very next day. So now we got 3 different news stations messaging and saying, can we repost? Can we share?
Amazing.
And then next thing you know, we're known as the crew that found this German Shepherd. And Daniel ended up taking care of him for I want to say about a month and a half. And unfortunately, he couldn't keep him because his job wasn't allowing him to take him. Yeah. And then he was destroying his house. So one of our other regulars, we managed to collect some funds on GoFundMe to be able to pay for a trainer because honestly, the dog was scared. Yeah. That, he had abandonment issues. Yeah. And we got him a trainer and took care of him with all the money we raised on GoFundMe. We gave it to the trainer. And then somebody else in our crew, Marissa, nicest person in the world, she managed to be able to give him a home. Now he has a brother, and her daughter absolutely love this dog, and he has a new home, and he's completely happy. So
amazing, right?
Yeah. It was totally Cinderella moment for this dog, bro. Seriously, right. I wish I was him at this point.
Cinderella moment. Yeah. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, just to think you guys have gone from I'm sure at one point 10 to 100 followers to now you've got 40,000 followers. I mean, what is that like, right?
Yeah, I was not expecting that at all. It just like you said, I don't expect anything beyond what I'm trying to create. It's just to show up.
Yeah, that's got to be pretty cool, right? I mean, I would imagine brands reaching out to you all the time and trying to, I don't know, sponsor your stuff, right?
Yeah. I've had some really good collaborations. REI was great.
Yeah.
It was another Midland. They're the ones that donated the radios.
That's
for us.
cool.
So they send us all kinds of.
That's amazing.
Yeah, they send them in, and now because of that, we're able to stay in communication for all the hikes. REI was great. We did a collaboration with them, and with them, I literally asked, they said we love what you do, and we'd love to see what we can do together. I was like, great. What do you have in mind? And they offered to kind of sponsor a Quesadilla Tuesday style hike for us on a Saturday.
Yeah.
And they said, we'll get you guys burritos, coffee, and some pastries, and then we'll give away stuff right to your crew.
Sure.
And I was like, that's awesome. Let's do that.
Yeah.
So they organized it so that we had about 200 people show up to that. We did the regular hike we do, and then on the way back down, they set us up with games and chairs and stuff, and they give stuff away. It was very community based. I really was I just want to make it so that everybody in our crew has a chance to get some free stuff. That's good. Damn, they gave it away. Totally. Yeah. They did a raffle. They were giving away hiking poles and I think socks. They were giving away these awesome hats. And not these, but other hats.
Yeah.
And what else? Oh, that's right. And then they raffled off this huge tent. It's a $500 tent.
Wow.
To the person that could build it the fastest.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. It was an incredible experience.
Wow, that's amazing. That's really cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Backing up a little bit, I think I had seen you had posted about, didn't you have a corporate job and you just completely quit to focus on this? Was it?
Yeah. I used to work at can I say their name right now? Let's see. I used to work in Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
At a clothing store. That's better. Let's keep it. Let's keep it that way, in case it gets flagged. Yeah, there was a clothing store. It was a major 5-story clothing store in Beverly Hills. They sell everything you can name.
Yeah.
I worked there for 18 years.
Wow.
And I pulled merchandise for online orders for years. I knew everybody there. And at some point, I just realized how unhappy I was doing that. And I decided to dedicate myself to entertainment, right? Because I love comedy and magic. I love people. And decided I'm not happy doing this anymore. I'm quitting. Like, I can't. I got to get out of here.
Yeah.
And it just so happened that at the same exact time, I dedicated myself to doing the hikes. So it was perfect timing for me. So I could go entertain at night and then hike in the morning at 5 a.m. and push myself past those limits.
Sure.
And since then, it's been, man, it was like taking a piece of my arm off. Does that make sense?
Right.
But looking back at it now, I'm so happy I left it. And I don't think I would have achieved this level of success had I not done that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know people are always wondering, like, does this fool have a job? Like what does he do?
Yeah, right?
And I'm like, well, I entertain. That's why I love.
Yeah.
That's why I can do all this.
Not only you, but all your hikers, do they work?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. A lot of the people that join us, they're either students, they have jobs like at the end of the second half of the day, or because we start at 5, we're down by 7:30. Some people run back down because they got to go home, shower, and then get to work. And a lot of people are also business owners as well, so their jobs start like at 9 or 10 o'clock. We get a lot of real estate people, like. Yeah.
I guess I bring that up because I was always intrigued by that story because I'm sure. You just said it seems like it was the best decision that you made for yourself, right? Looking back now, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like so many people are in that position. They've put so many years in a particular job, they're unhappy, and they really want to do something else, And it's really just about taking that risk and betting on yourself, right? In a sense. And once you do that, then things change and you realize doors open up because you're put everything that you believe in into something, you pour it into something, then because of that, here you are now, and like you said, you probably wouldn't have achieved the 5 a.m. crew if you had still been there, and it's just, I love that story, and I hope that it inspires people to just say, I'm going to bet on myself, and I'm going to go. Right?
Yeah.
I just love that,
There was so many breakthrough moments handling this, by the way, because I'll be quite honest with you. 18 years at the same job, I was always late.
What?
Yeah.
How did you last 18 years?
I had the best boss in the planet. Okay?
Wait. Were you late today? I'm curious.
I was 1 minute late. No, one minute early to be quick. Okay. I was at your door when I was supposed to be there. I was notorious for showing up late every day of that job.
And did you have to literally clock in, or it was just kind of?
I had to sneak in. True story. I had to sneak in and tap. Like, I was always late. It was there, right? But I never forgot. It was Violet, this sweet lady that worked in another department. She would always come in, and she would come out of nowhere. And I'm sneaking in. She'd go, Omar, you late. I'm like, shut up, Violet. You late, Omar. And, so when I first started there, I was supposed to be at 5:30, and I would show up at 5:45, right? And then my boss would say, hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
Sorry, I would always have a story.
Yeah.
So she would say, okay, I don't care. Just show up at 6. I'll change your time to 6. I said, great. Started showing up at 6:15, 6:20. What's going on? Like, sorry, it's just, all right, fine. 7 a.m. Are you good with that? And I was like, great. Okay. I started showing up at 8. And as the years went by, 8:30, 9 a.m. At some point, she said, listen, I need you to come in late for the late shift. All right, cool. So I started coming in at 12, 1 p.m., and I would close sometime. And eventually I started showing up on time for those late shifts. But so the reason I tell you that is 5 a.m. was a stretch for me to be able to, I stopped coming up with stories. I stopped explaining, like, sorry, I'm late. Like, I had to be on time, because if I wasn't on time, people would start flaking on and saying, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. Yeah. Right. And that's a big deal. Like, that's, as a community leader, just showing up on time is a big deal. So
it's kind of funny, late for 18 years, and then 5 a.m. crew, you're just like right on the money.
The shift. Yeah.
It's so cool. Mm-hmm. And so you left, and then you went full in on entertainment, and now you're like a magician. You came to my wife's
I did.
school,
I performed at the high school.
At
Yeah.
Leah's school, right? It was, she said it was amazing.
And that was for the kids that show up on time.
How ironic.
Yeah, it's a full circle experience. I remember this. Yeah. Because they were all like, yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Those kids are fun, bro.
Yeah, they had a good time. So I hear, So entertainment, is it just strictly magician or what is it? What exactly?
Comedy and magic. Yeah. It's how to explain this. At the end of every show, people always tell me, I love your set. I love your magic. I hate magic. And I go, cool. So it's a magic show for people that hate magic.
Yeah.
Right. So it's comedy and magic.
Yeah.
If the trick doesn't work, I make a joke. If the joke doesn't work, hey, you want to see a trick?
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I've been doing it ever since.
That's amazing. We had Ezra. He's works for animation, and does a character, and he sat here and just did this whole bit. It was absolutely incredible. I'm gonna send it to you so you can watch. But
cool, I'll check it out.
Do we have anything today from you?
Sure, why not? Lucky for you, okay? I have a deck of cards.
There it is.
This brand new deck of cards. I've had it for 10 years. All right, watch close.
Yeah.
Hang on. All right. Now I don't know if you would be able to see this. Is that possible? Hang on.
Yeah,
All right,
people
cool.
can see it.
So let's. I'm gonna talk really loud so that the microphone can capture my voice. So the microphone's here, camera's there, and we have a deck of cards. Okay, people, check it out. All right, and I'll show it to you too. All right. Some people sign their names on the card because they don't trust. They think they're duplicates for some reason, bro. That's how they got signatures on them. So like Erica didn't trust me, and neither did
Morgan
from 2025. All right. So I'm gonna pretend that they didn't sign it. Okay. And
Yeah.
All just touch one right now, whatever you want. Take anything you want. All right.
Pull it.
Yeah, whatever you want. Yeah, got it. All right,
Got it.
You got it. Look at the card. Show it to the camera, and don't let me see it. You got it. All right. Beautiful. The look of excitement says everything right now. Okay, watch close. All right, look. Now, here's what happens. Even though you pick your card, even though we mix up the cards like so, I'll do a little fancy shuffle for the camera to be able to zoom in. This right here, this is what I call 7 years of loneliness. All right, watch close. Nice and mixed. Okay, now, I know that the first card, hold your hand out like this, and I know this card right here is the Jack of Clubs, right? This is the one I wanted you to pick, but look, if I just tap, the card changes. Name your card.
It's the Queen of Clubs.
Queen of Clubs. Go ahead and flip it over and show the camera.
Wow.
Beautiful.
It's the Queen of Clubs. I don't know how the hell you did that.
I have no idea
because I saw
either.
you put the jack in my hand.
I'm still trying to figure out how that works, to be quite honest, okay?
Amazing.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
My
Wow.
pleasure. My pleasure. Now, there's way more than that.
Yeah.
Look, we didn't pay me to do this, all right? So,
Mic drop. That's it.
Right,
yeah.
Thank you.
No, that's so cool. Thank you for that.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
And so, I mean, Leah told me that the kids were just
Leah, your
hysterical.
wife. Yes, okay.
yes.
Just so people guys know.
Yeah,
Leah, his wife. Okay, she's amazing, by the way.
Yeah.
Sweetest person in the world.
Cracking up. She said it was a great show.
Thank you, brother.
That it was just the humor all around. It was just you had some little wisecracks. So
I remember that day. I showed up. It was a high school. I forgot the high school. It's called
San Gabriel.
San Gabriel. That's right. And I walked in, and all the kids were excited, and they were handing out popcorn, right?
Yeah.
And horchata, right?
Nice.
And I was like, what a mix, right?
Well, that's a good mix.
I was like, who's ready for popcorn and horchata?
Yeah.
I was like, this is interesting. Did the show, loved it. All the kids, kids are teenagers are fun. They love the close-up stuff.
Yeah.
I was doing card tricks for them. They were going mad.
Yeah,
They're going insane.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the LA fires when they came.
Yeah.
It was absolutely amazing. I was telling you off camera that Leah and I had to go to San Diego. Our place was damaged from the smoke, and it was frustrating to watch from San Diego everything that was happening here. We couldn't be here to help, but it was amazing to watch what you and your crew did on a daily basis. I mean, you had your M95 mask, you were talking through the mask, but you went to community, Pasadena, Arcadia. I think I saw you near Echo Park. What was that experience like? I mean, first of all, thank you for doing that. What your crew did was just spectacular. I mean, it was amazing.
Thank you. Yeah. I think it was after our New Year's Eve hike at Griffith. We had 1,000 people show up, great time, and we're on this momentum of like, let's keep going, right? And then the fires happened the first week of January, right? And I could instantly see the energy just dip, right? Like, how can we go hiking? We can't. Fire is full of smoke. It's super dangerous. So we literally just canceled all the hikes. And on the
And to
group
make
chats,
it clear, Griffith Park did not burn. Right?
No, that's correct.
But
that's
we're
correct.
just talking about the air quality, right?
Right, the air quality was terrible.
Yeah.
I wanted to hike. I was getting messages from people that were like, I know the fires are happening, but we're still going. I'm like, no, this is dangerous. Like, please nobody hike.
Right.
Like, stay out of the hills just for a little bit. Let things settle until we can go back in when it's safe.
Right.
But everybody was messaging and thinking, like, what can we all do? And I remember, I think that night everybody missed each other and we're hanging out at Shakey's. I literally posted that night and I said, if anybody wants to meet at Shakey's in Boyle Heights, let's hang out, let's have dinner, let's talk. We're having drinks and playing pirinola. Not pirinola, we're playing La Loteria.
Yeah.
And we sat down and we thought, what can we do? And we thought, let's go help wherever we can. Like, let's make some cards for the kids. Kids are probably struggling that lost their homes right now. So we started doing the trail of cards. I'm forgetting the name that I called it. I asked everybody that follows our group to make these cards for the kids to cheer them up. And we could collect them. Oh, and connect these. Oh, that's right. We're collecting these little tiny plush toys to cheer them up.
That's
right?
cool.
Let's go to Dream Center. Let's go to the Pasadena Job Center.
Yes.
And hand them out to the people as they're picking up their donations.
Yeah.
Right. And not record them clearly. But we met at Griffith Park one morning and we started collecting those and then we were giving them out. And then I think it was a week after that or a week before that, I did notice another hiking crew had a collaboration with the Pasadena Job Center and they were sharing that they need people to help organize and clean. What we honestly thought was going to be the hills up in Eden Canyon.
Yeah, because they were kind of promoting that, right? Like, to go up there.
They were saying, at least that's what I understood.
Right.
I think there was a mix of we're gonna go to the hills and organize and clean up. So the minute I heard that, I was like, oh, cool. Can I help collaborate with this? Is it possible? So I made a flyer, and I said, is it okay? And they go, yeah, absolutely. Whatever you can, whoever you can bring. So I posted the flyer, and out of nowhere, hikers from all over LA were like, wait, there's a hike trail that's open. Right.
Oh, man.
And the next thing you know, the flyer got like 10,000 reshares, and within 2 days there was 500 or 600 or 700 people at the Pasadena Job Center, right? From this one flyer.
Oh my God.
And there was people like they didn't know what to do that first day. They had like lines of people just looking for parking everywhere. It was insane, right? And then the next thing you know, that place was like bombarded with like not bombarded, but it was jam packed full of people that wanted to help,
and donations
were coming in. I do remember we showed up that day and they told us, well, we're not actually cleaning the mountains, we're going to be organizing like the bush that's happening all over the parks that could start fires within the Pasadena area. And that was in itself like beautiful. I was raking leaves around the parks in Pasadena. There was another group that split off, and then they were fixing a tree that had fallen, and they were trimming it down. They were helping with that. And then I thought, this is so great. Like, people that hike, people that are active, want to go out and help other places. And I remember scrolling through social media that entire month, and as stressed out as I was, it made me feel better to know, like, wow, I can't believe how LA loves coming together and helping each other out.
Sure. I mean, what an impact you made to do that. It's absolutely amazing, especially in that area because Altadena is so close. They needed so much help back, at that time.
Yeah.
I remember seeing someone posted a reel and the traffic there was just insane, right?
Just to get there. Yeah, I remember, it was literally like it took me like 20 or 30 minutes to find parking, and then finally making it, it was wild.
Yeah.
But that's so good. Everybody, you could see love and people just getting together and helping out.
Yeah, I just love that you did that. Diverted the energy somewhere else into the community. It was really amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah. Also, recently, of course, the ice raids, you were affected. The group was affected as well, right?
Yeah.
You want to get into that a little bit?
Yeah. It's tough. God, okay. So I do my best to create a neutral space for everybody.
Right.
Like I always tell everybody, when you show up to our crew, we don't talk politics, we don't talk religion.
Right.
Right. We don't, because if we put those things aside, what you have is community.
Yes.
Right. You really get a chance to get to know somebody on a deeper level.
Yeah.
Outside of it. Right. So there was a reason I didn't discuss it or mention it in our posts or anything. It was, God, it's tough to say because I know this is going to go live. But if I could be a little vulnerable here, the one thing I was worried about is drawing the attention and becoming a target, because we draw so many people that come in. And I always tell people, I don't question where you're from because I want you to feel safe.
Right.
Right. So I didn't post anything about it for a very long time with that in mind. Right.
Yes.
I was really genuinely worried and stressed out.
Of course.
For weeks, because I would scroll through social media and I would see people getting picked up. One of the worst things that I could imagine happening is ICE showing up to one of our hikes and just randomly taking people. Like, especially with social media, with the way everybody was sharing, it was just a real huge fear of mine. So for that reason, I didn't mention anything. Right. Until I saw footage of them picking somebody out of our it was a fruit vendor that we'd seen all the time when we come back down from our hikes.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure if it was him, but the caption on somebody's story that somebody sent to me directly, they just picked up a vendor from the parking lot, and I freaked out and I messaged the person that posted it, and she said, "Yeah, I don't have the full story. I know he was a fruit vendor, and I know it was immigration, or it was ICE." Right. So we took 3 days off for that reason. So I could regroup and think, is this safe? Can we continue our hikes and people feel like they can still show up? I don't want somebody that, that is undocumented to feel unsafe when they show up. So I posted the video. I posted how I felt about it, with that in mind. Right. Yeah. But I genuinely wanted to write so many things about like how we can change things, how we can support. It was so hard that time, to be quite honest. And there were several people that messaged me directly saying, "It's about time that you say something. We're glad that you're finally standing up." And I thought, yeah, well, you have any idea how hard it is to show up and worry every single time. Yeah. And everybody in our crew was telling me, like, it doesn't have to fall on you. Like, people here show up because they feel safe, but if it happens, it's not your fault. But you also don't take this away from your community. I said, okay, from the support I got from them. Yeah, it's hard. We decided to continue to do it, and yeah. All right, go ahead. This is honestly one of the toughest things I ever had to decide as a leader. Sure. Yeah, because I wanted to say as much as I possibly could, but I also didn't want to lose the message of what our group is, and that's people showing up for themselves and each other, community, all that.
Creating the safe space. Yeah. Yeah, I had not even thought about that, that maybe that was the reason why you had not said anything, is to draw attention. I mean, it's crazy, right? Yeah. I mean, it's awful. I know that when the Irish race started, I was very vocal and about it, but I come from a different place. It's just me, and I don't have a running club under me, and it was amazing when I started to be very vocal, how many people send me messages. People I knew, a lot of people I didn't, but that had told me that they were undocumented. I had no idea. We don't ask these things. We just come together as a community to run, to hike. These are things we do not talk about, And I had no idea some of the people that I knew were undocumented, And that's like what you were saying. It's the beauty of community, is especially in the running community, myself, my experiences. I know that there's no politics in running clubs. And I kind of figure that there are people who are Trumpers probably that I'm running with that I have no idea. But we come together and we put all of those things aside, to learn about each other and maybe unconsciously change each other's minds about what other nationalities are like, and maybe they're not so bad, or maybe we are not so bad, and and that's the beauty of humanity, of community. And I guess my point was just we just never know who's with us, and I admired that you did that, and had that foresight to determine we don't want to create a bad space for hikers. If something were to happen, yeah, you're right, it's not your fault, but how are you going to live with yourself, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
like I often, there was one of the major fears was like, worst case scenario, we coming down from our 73 group hike that we got, and then there's ICE vehicles ready to just start pulling people. Like, that was literally a fear of mine. Yeah. And I thought, am I gonna allow this? Yeah. Or am I gonna stand up for them? I was literally thinking, what would I do if I was in that scenario? Yeah. And I thought, man, this is a terrible fear to have.
Yeah, it really is.
And it kept me like literally for a week. I was like, worried. Yeah. And then eventually it was wonderful to hear like people in our crew just being, it's okay. Like, you don't have to worry. It's not your fault. Like, this has nothing to do. It's not your fault in any way. Yeah. Don't forget what you started and why you're doing it. And people, because of it, continue to show up. Yeah. And I share with people all the time. Like, I want you to feel safe. Yeah. I'm never going to ask you your immigration status. It has nothing to do with me. No. You should feel like however you feel. And this is a great place for you to get to know people. Yeah.
How are you feeling now? Creating this space is feel a little different now?
Much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I have had, I think when I shared though, there was one issue that I had. There was there's a Trump supporter that messaged me directly, right? Yeah. And they were posting on the comments. I ended up having to turn off the comments for that reason. Sure. Because then it turned into arguments on the comment section. And I was like, I don't want to draw this either. No. Right? No. Like, there's other spaces for it. There's plenty of... What do you get out of fighting online? Nothing. You're literally spending hours getting angry at each other. And I had to, unfortunately, block this person because they were trying their best to convince me that I get to convince me of who they're voting for. Right. And I was like, this is a neutral space for you to be like, we're not discussing that. Yeah. I'm not doing this today. There's no need. I'm not going to get anything trying to convince you. You're not going to get anything trying to convince me. Right. I like hiking. I have an alternate reason as to why I do it. I'm not trying to convince anybody of anything. Right.
Yeah, it was disappointing to get so many messages. I got a lot of messages of hate, of telling me all kinds of awful things. And it was just like, no, this is crazy. And then, creating posts. And then, like you said, there were some Trumpers on there who were just fighting with my followers, and it was just like, ugh, this is out of control, Yeah,
like what's this anger gonna do for anybody? Like, at all? Yeah, exactly. Like, I can't convince you. You can't convince me. Whereas this is going nowhere. Yeah. This is a no-win battle. Yeah. At least in my case. Sure. Let's forget about that. Let's go for a hike. Yeah, like, seriously. How about you talk about other things? Yeah. I get it. You feel the way you do. I feel the way I do. How about we just hike and be friends? Yeah. Right? Like, I hope that somewhere in that conversation during a hike or during anything that we do, like a movie night or yoga, sunset, whatever, you may find like solid, like something neutral between each other and become friends and then see each other's point of view. Yes, because all this battling online, arguing like who's right, who's wrong, like nobody's happy. Yeah. How about we just even it out?
Yes. Well, I'm glad you're back. And,
Thank you. Sorry, you got me in an emotional moment.
No, it is very emotional. It's a very tough topic here in Los Angeles for us. Yeah. And I think if anyone's watching or listening from a different place than Los Angeles, it's very hard for you to understand what's happening here. But we are resilient here in Los Angeles, and we are, and we are sticking together as a community. And the only thing we could do is continue to spread love through our movements, through hiking, through running, and that's it. And right? That's all we could do.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep showing up for yourselves and regroup and just do something for yourself, bro. Yeah. What is it? Somebody told me, I love this. Movement is medicine.
Yes.
We get to be 110 years old, still standing, still raking our leaves. I want to have a heart attack at 120 and then just like, well, I'm raking or I'm hiking.
120.
Yeah,
I love
120,
that.
130. Yeah, we get to be stronger, faster,
Yeah.
taking care of ourselves.
Yeah.
We always get spouses, people that join us. They're like, I wish my spouse would join me. And I go, well, everybody needs somebody to push the wheelchair. You know? You're getting stronger
So
for them, right?
Yes. Have you had any people, meet through your club, get married or engaged?
Yeah. We've had, hold on. I met my girlfriend there.
Oh, there we go.
Let's see. And then we have 3 official couples that have met through there.
Yeah.
I see like 2 of them. One of them literally just moved in. Like, they're moving in together. Like they just got tattoos of each other, and I was like, oh, this is official. Like you guys clearly love each other,
Right?
There's several things. I would always joke at the beginning of every like a year and a half ago. I was like, I'm looking forward to the first 5 a.m. baby, right?
Yeah, that's so cool.
And you get to see. They actually. They were asking if I could officiate. Their discussions are, they're not asking, but they mentioned like, if we get married, would you be down to officiate?
On the mountain?
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Right?
Yeah. So we're having conversations,
Yeah.
but nothing's for sure. And
tux with the hiking shoes on.
Yeah, I'm totally down for that, bro. Yeah,
that'd be amazing.
I got the T-shirt with the bow tie and the printout.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so cool.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah. And so what is coming up next for you? You are training for Mount Whitney, is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. And how's that going?
It's coming up in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I've been hiking Mount Baldy, which is extreme. Every Friday at 2 a.m. I invite like a few people to join me.
Yeah.
We start at 2. We're coming back down by 9. But so Mount Whitney is the midsection of California.
Yeah.
It's about 4 hours away from LA. It's one of the most intense mountains you can ever hike within the continental U.S. And it's 22 miles approximately. It's extreme from what I hear. It's warm at the bottom and freezing at the top, right? So you got to dress in layers. You got to wear shorts and have pants to switch into when you get to the top.
Yeah.
I've spoken to so many hikers that have done it. I've joined Facebook groups committed to people that like they tell you their crazy horror stories and then also their success stories. And I've hiked some difficult inclines. Not gonna lie though, I haven't put as much work into. I think the last month I've been doing Baldy. I've done some of the local spots that are around here just to get trained for it. But I guess I'm gonna show up and find out how it goes. This weekend I'm hiking Mount Gorgonio.
Okay.
With a group of 14.
And that's Palm Springs?
That's Palm Springs area.
Yeah.
And I've never done that one. That one's equivalent to it from what I was told. It's like 20 miles.
That's right. You're starting from the very bottom?
I'm starting from the bottom.
To the top?
Doing the South Fork
that's
Trail.
That's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. So are you doing that tomorrow?
We're doing that tomorrow. We're starting at 2 a.m. Wow. And I don't know how long it's going to take, but I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see the pictures on that.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
I always do breakdown videos after.
Yeah.
So people could follow the journey, which is cool. I like to tell you, I do this on purpose because I'm not a professional of anything, right? But I love the challenge and I love sharing it so other people can look at it and go, I can do that too, right? And then to invite them to do anything else that they're committing themselves to.
Yeah, that's going to be cool.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What do you feel like is the future of the 5 a.m. crew? Have you thought about, I know you have your declarations. It seems like you write things down. You ever thought about maybe something you can share? I mean, I'm sure you have some stuff you want to keep to yourself.
Sure. No, yeah. I see this as a lifestyle, as a brand, as a mindset, right? So I'd love to be traveling around LA and people just be like, I did a 5 a.m. bike ride. I did a 5 a.m. hike. I did a 5 a.m. run. I did a 5 a.m. swim. The whole thing is getting people out at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
So I see this as being a mindset for people to show up for themselves and like long term shirts, hats, logos, like a brand, literally a lifestyle.
Shirts, everything.
Everything. I want people to like
hiking boots.
Yeah, like
poles.
My girlfriend has he's the first one that did the tattoo of the 5 a.m. crew.
She really has it?
She has a tattoo. This is before we came
together. Logo right there?
It's this logo right here. Yeah, it's the 5 people going up and the dog. We got hiker on here,
yeah.
and it's a lot of people have told me that it represents who they became, right? Showing up at 5 a.m. means getting out of bed early, getting past their excuses, their stories that they can't make it, right? Showing up on time and being willing to connect, talk, and hang out. So all those hurdles that they get past are why people want to carry like the flag when they're up there. It's why they want the t-shirt. That's why they want a hat or a patch, because they really feel like it represents more than just, a hiking group, but rather a lifestyle, something that they did for themselves.
Right.
So
I love that you guys carry the flag. It's amazing.
yeah, and that's not me. It's literally Mateo, who's one of our diehard regulars.
Yeah.
They would always tell me, "Hey, where's the flag?" And I'm like, "It's in the house." "What's it doing in the house?" "We bought it for you so you could bring it to the hike." And I thought, okay, here, you take it.
Yeah.
And now he carries it, and everybody wants to take pictures with it. I learned from them too. So
Yeah.
they've taught me a lot.
Yeah, so cool.
Mm-hmm.
The drone shots are just phenomenal. Is that you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think you had the anniversary last year. It was dark, and you had the drone up in the morning. It was just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Spectacular.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just put on tracker and let it go, or
Sometimes I drive it. Sometimes I put the tracker, and it's all because of them, by the way, because they were looking at this other group,
yeah.
and they're like, "Hey, let's go hike with them." And I was like, "Yeah, let's go." And they're like, "They're just so cool." And I said, their drone footage is amazing, right? I think that's why you guys like them that much too.
Right.
And they're like, "Well, when are we gonna get a drone?" And I was like, "Let me save some money." And they instantly, within 2 weeks, they collected $1,000, or I think it was $1,200. And they go, here's some money, go get a drone.
Oh
And I
my
was like,
God.
no, I gotta learn how to drone. I don't know anything about drones, so now I had to get a permit and learn about droning for weeks. And they were like, "Where's the drone?" Like, they were with the flag.
Yeah.
And they're holding me accountable.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, fine, I'll get the drone. So I started carrying the drone. So now I have to take the drone everywhere. And I'll be honest, I haven't used it in a month. And I was like, they're literally telling me, "Where's the drone?" So I got to get the drone for the next get together.
It's pretty easy though, right? I mean, do you think? Yeah.
You get used to it. Yeah. But it's the setting it up, putting the phone in. It takes about 5 minutes of prep.
That's a lot. Yeah.
I think you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Do you drone as well, right?
I drone it everywhere. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a drone right now.
Is there really?
No. No, I take my drone everywhere.
Do you really? Okay.
Always. But it's
cool.
a process. But, initially I was afraid to throw it up because I don't know, it was weird throwing it so high. But now it's easy. So I've been meaning, as you know, to come to your club and bring my drone, but you got your drone, so.
Well, I mean, I may have it. Yeah, I'll let you bring yours, and then we'll see if we can collaborate our drones together.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Thank you.
I think the biggest thing that I always see in your posts that you preach is consistency is everything, right? And that's just not only about hiking and running, it's life, it's whatever your endeavors are, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I always love that you talk about that. So, I think the biggest thing is we make so many videos or reels. I don't go live too much. You do. And we kind of wonder, are people really watching or paying attention?
Yeah.
And they really are, So all I would say is continue to, do what you're doing and try not to overthink it. Keep it simple, and because you're doing an amazing job. And, you have this whole LA running community here intrigued by what you are doing. So I just want to say, thank you and continued success to you. And
thank you.
I know that I just can't wait to see 100+ people from the 5 a.m. run club, 5 a.m. crew show up to LA Marathon. It's going to be incredible. So
I was talking to guys, you're almost done. There's another regular of ours who's fantastic. She's also part of the Soul Chasers, Wendelin.
Yes.
And we were talking yesterday, and she's really good at setting up the training for the runs, right? So she helped a lot of the Soul Chasers get ready for the run for the marathon, and we were talking about group chats. So I said, I'm going to start this group chat specifically for 5 a.m. crew running, where people could just share all their wins and all their trainings, and we could share all the run clubs that they were going to go to throughout the year to get ready for these for the marathon. And she said, "Oh, I had something. I already had that in mind, and I have a whole training." And I told her, "Well, the goal for me is 100 people." And she said, "Well, why not make it 2?" So I said, "Okay, so we're doing 200?" And she goes, "Why not 3?" And I was like, "Okay, let's shoot for 200 between you get 100 and I'll get 100." And I thought, isn't it cool to meet other people that are down for declarations like this?
No,
because she is phenomenal at getting people to sign up for stuff too. Like,
yeah, she's something else.
Very motivating.
Yeah, I really love Gwendolyn.
Yeah.
She's so cool. Shout out to Gwendolyn.
Gwendolyn, you rock.
And Derek.
Yeah, thank you. And Derek, all right?
And
Both
Michelle.
of you. And Michelle, all right?
Yeah. My commitment to you is that when LA Marathon season starts, which kicks off after Santa Monica Classic, I'm LA Marathon ambassador. I'm going to come to your club with a bunch of LA Marathon giveaways. And let's hope that, I could get up there with the giveaways and it will help your mission to bring more people to show up for LA Marathon with your club.
Say less.
I will be there.
Done.
With all kinds of stuff and get everyone all crazy to go. So
you heard it here.
Yes.
Okay, guys. This right here, this moment, it's gonna be on the Instagram reel.
Yes.
Okay. Like on a loop. All right.
Yes, exactly.
Like, where's the merch?
Yeah, I definitely will be there. So it's gonna be awesome that day.
Thank you, bro.
So we'll plan it, of course, and I'll do a magic show for you too.
All right, perfect. Yeah, you do a magic show, and then I'll talk about getting people to go to the LA Marathon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, there you go.
That'd be cool. We could. You know what I'd rather do is I'd organize a 5K run, maybe through the LA River, right? And then at the end, if you want to do it that way, we could get as many people involved. There's so many people that want to run that don't hike.
Yeah.
And I get the messages this all the time. When is your next run, like your 5K run?
Yeah.
We could do a 5K run and then organize that as well.
Man.
I
think we're starting a collaboration here. You heard it first.
Yeah.
It started here.
It's done. I already
in
said
Venice.
it. Now I have to do it.
Yes.
Damn it. I guess I'm making declarations.
That's so funny. Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
But thank you for coming on my show. I truly appreciate it. And, just continued success. And, if anyone wanted to find you on Instagram, what is your handle?
Oh, it's real simple. The 5 a.m. crew.
Yeah.
Okay. Or they could visit the website, the5amcrew.com.
Yeah, I did see your website. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Did you do that yourself?
Yeah. I got it made. We set it up. It was perfectly timed. When we found Hiker, we had a website right there, and then came out on the news, and everybody started going there. So we always send out weekly emails at 8:30 p.m. on Mondays, and I always send out like everything we did the week before, the week later, and then everything else in between. And now we share something that I learned that week for people to kind of think about afterwards. So
and if you send Omar a message, he's really accessible. You get back to everyone. I know I've sent some stuff to you. You eventually will get back. So
I do my best.
You do, yeah. But like I said, continued success, and if there's anything you need from the running community, I'm sure everyone will be there for you.
I wouldn't mind a pair of shoes. That'd be cool.
There you go. Absolutely. So what size are you?
9.5.
9.5. This guy.
If anybody's looking, 9.5. Hoka. You know what I'm saying? Some ultras. Ultras are nice.
And who are you going to train with for LA Marathon? Do you know yet?
No idea yet. No, literally. I'm literally focusing on Whitney.
Yeah.
On Mount Whitney right now. But
when is Whitney, by the way?
Mount Whitney.
No, when is it?
August 24th.
August 24th.
Yeah, that's the big day.
So you have plenty of time, because the LA Roadrunners are starting their training on September 13th. So you have plenty of time to, get yourself situated in a good club. So
I don't know how this works.
Yeah.
Just so you know, like I said, my goal was to just start running and joining different run clubs and visiting, right? And then sharing my experience of what it's like to run with these groups as well. Maybe do collaboration. That'd be great. I've heard about so many great run clubs.
Yes.
I'm going to start just joining run clubs if that's okay.
Yeah.
And then getting to know the leads and asking, can I show up more often? And then recommending for people to join them too.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you could go to any run club, anytime, any day, introduce yourself. Everyone is welcome, very much like if they were to come to your crew.
Yeah.
Everyone's very welcome, and you could talk to anybody and ask questions, and you're welcome anywhere. That's the way it is. I mean, you will run into some clubs that not so welcoming, but that's just the way it is.
Okay.
That's the way it goes. But for the most part, everyone is super welcoming, and will take you under their wings and give you their advice.
Honestly, I welcome anybody that joins us. We high five each other. We're glad to have anybody join us.
Yeah.
Keep up. Show up prepared.
Yeah.
And I imagine it's like that at any club, any group that you get together. Whether you're playing chess,
yes,
or you're running, or you're hiking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it is, bro.
Yeah. But again, thank you for coming on my show. I appreciate it. And if you are considering taking the first step for movement and hiking or running, you can always join the 5 a.m. crew on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And of course, hopefully it inspires you to get out there, run your first mile, 5K, 10K, half marathon. But again, my name is Rizzo. I'm an LA Marathon ambassador. You send me a message on Instagram, rizzo.runs. I will send you a discount code to sign up for the 2026 Los Angeles Marathon. It is on March 8th, 2026. Starts in Dodger Stadium and ends in Century City, 26.2 miles. And if you think you can't do it, you can. I'm here to tell you that if you just take that first step and believe in yourself, anything is possible. So we hope to see you on the next one. I want to say thank you to Lauren Hiltzer from HK Corp and their crew. They always allow me to use their space to film. So thank you, Lauren and HK Corp. But we will see you on the next one. Let's go.
Thank you.
The Rizzo Run Club podcast is filmed in Venice, California. It is self-produced. Thank you to Lauren Hiltzer and HK Corp for allowing us to use their office. We'll see you next week. Let's go.